I remember my Twitch password. Alana! I am Serena Arai-chan, your resident demon raccoon PNGTuber, princess of our furry hotel. Welcome to... Sorry. Welcome to my, I guess you could say, re-debut. Now, if some of you have, known me for, quite a while, you would know that I just appeared out of nowhere one day. I just started, streaming since. And so, with the stuff that I've been teasing all over the interweb, so to speak, I figured I would do a proper debut, so to speak. I mean, this is like a re-debut technically, but well, I already see a bunch of chatters in chat right here. There's Shibubu, Wasi, Return of the Wreck. Technically, I've never left, but I'm here. Hello, Mellow. Hello, Nerdy. Now, I will say though, this is gonna be kind of a semi on script kind of thing. I don't usually do these kinds of things with a script, but I did compile a bunch of stuff for today, and I don't know how long I'm gonna want to keep this up, but I'll see how far I can go. Scripted, semi-scripted, scripted, but we're still gonna we're still gonna make things up as we go along. Not exactly make things up, but am I gonna cook? Uh, I'm gonna cook something. All right. Actually, there's one more person I forgot to remind. But actually, I'll BRB. One moment. Hi, I am back. Sorry, somebody was at the door just now. Dragon is watching. Hi, Kay. The hype is real. I'm too young to be cook. Mama Rack, you're gonna make me blush. Alright, now, before we get into the nitty gritty of things, I'm gonna do this. Hold on. As you can see, there's nothing. Came as fast as I could. Hi. You're going to blush soon. Now, before I begin, I just thought I've seen you and all of you have seen with the reveal kind of things where they start for either from the bottom or from the top, just very slowly, and this will be no different. So let's begin. Okay, first and foremost, shoes. You can already see bits of the tail. Shoe. My shoe also has metallic sharp teeth. Shape. Shoe cameo. Bitey shoes. There's also a little bit of flaps, a little bit of zippers, and if I just go down a little bit more, these are meant to be sock jumpers. But I'm not too completely upset. It's no big deal. I don't know if there's I don't know if these are magenta or red, but well, these are socks. And now more. Most of you have already seen my leg and thigh here, my leg and thigh, and also most of my tail. Thighs and tail, the bestest combo apparently. I can see y'all are going crazy over the legs and tail. Mostly thighs and legs, but tail is there too. Alright, good no more. Oh, you can see my hand. Hands, really. You can see the nice design of the skirt right there. Skirt or dress? You be the judge of that. I also got a bit a hard buckle belt here. Big belt. Gotta love them belt buckles. Electric belt. Electric belt. These aren't really part of the belt, but you will see. You will see. I don't know why you had them the same cadence as now you know. Jacket. Oh my god, you're so cute. Wow. Crop jacket. As a certain someone called this jacket the unintentionally bisexual jacket, because I am bi. I am bi leaning towards lesbian though. It feels very magical girl or idol themed and I love it. Even though it's not the what I was aiming for. But thank you. I know a certain shark is also called out my chest as well. So there's a call out post to JJ's and Atunia. You're a perv. You buy jacket. Thank you. Is that Twin Tail I see? Up, you will soon see. blocking the shark in question. And you'll see the newest addition. A collar! Spiky collar at that. I guess I just felt like having the collar, you know. It just makes me feel like oddly enough, yeah, rad. Rad is one way to say it. Another thing is like I wear a spiky collar. I'm like, wow, you sound like I'm so feral. Rar. Rar. All right, but you want me to go down more, but fur wiping. But I'm afraid that I will not go down because I'm gonna do something even better. You ready? I'm gonna to the count of 10. I'm gonna do this. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 2.5, and voila! Here I am. Here I am. It is I in the flesh. Also, I am not moving this corner. I like this corner. Dies of jump scare. Oh no. Thank you. I'm glad y'all think that this is really cute. You can already see like I mean Mel kinda gets right. These are like twin tails, but not quite really. Guys got my iconic sunglasses right here. My little earrings. This little ahoge on top of my head looks like a thunderbolt. And you also see another thing that was never present in my other models. Let me just stay still. That's right. Did you notice anything? Come on. Take guesses of what's the other thing. She blinked. You're right, Slasher. I can finally blink. Electric type raccoon always has been, really. The blink. I am now Blink 182. Now, before I credit the lovely who designed me and drew me into existence, I'm going to show off some of the updated expressions that came along with it. Ready? Alright, so you already saw like happy, absolute cinema right here. And then also, this looks more worried than sad, but this is worried and sad. I'm worried you're not getting enough sleep. I'm worried you're not drinking enough and, eating. Why do you have to forsake me like this? And then there's also, who could also forget? That's the one drinking. You know, it's appropriate that I put this expression on because I am not going to crash out. If anyone's wondering, it's Southern Butter Pecan. It's 2 a.m. for me. You better get to bed, or else I'm gonna come over to your place and give you a knuckle sandwich. You don't want that, do you? Knuckle sandwich? Yeah. That's right. And then there's also... Okay, you can kind of barely see it. But like, My tail is all raised. Whenever I'm like shooketh or surprised, really. Me? When I see fire red leaf green on a shop reel, shook, 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 and then ooh, me, me. When I see your thighs, gotta go with the original Game Boy Advance version. More power to you, but hey, I'm excited for Friday. I'm excited for Friday. Pokemon. Alright, you don't have time. I don't make the rules here. And then, my personal favorite. Sneep it, sneep it, haha. Sneep it. I don't know why. I didn't know why I thought of like Vine Sauce Joel when I thought about Sneep Eat. Sneep Eat, haha. And finally, last but not least, I told you. I told you. This, I told you to go to bed before 9 a.m., but you didn't listen. Do you understand that there's going to be consequences? You're not getting any. You're not going outside with your friends for the next 2 weeks or so. No more Game Boy Advance either. No more Orange GameCube. You're going to stay in your room. You're going to think about what you did. Only then will you learn how to be a good girl. The more. No, I want to give you cuddles. Yeah, I feel bad now. No. Okay, okay, none of you are in trouble. All of you are ungrounded. Free, free. What was that one thing? Uh, Free empanadas para todos. ¿Quieres empanadas? No? Too bad. Alrighty. And now, contributions and all credits. Every with everything that you saw wouldn't have been possible if it weren't for this dork right here. Her, you know, it hasn't been like a long time since we like chat and known each other, but like for the amount of time that we did chat and know each other, she is cute. She is the goat. She is awesome. And I'm happy that she's my PNGTuber mama. And for that, you should follow her and support her or something. Good. Yeah, that's right. She's in chat right now. Shower her with praise. Alrighty. I will get this out of the way now. Okie dokie. And now, the thing I've mostly been working on. If I can actually try to get this to work is the thing. Alright, hold on, give me a moment. Okay, bear with me. This is going to be a bit scuffed than I thought it would be. So a moment of silence. This is huge as hell. Can I adjust the size? Start keys. Okay. My name is Serene Arai, but some of you already know that. I go by other different aliases. I go by Arai, Arai-chan, sometimes Ragatek, and also, because I am a dork, Demon Princess of Nuzan. I will get into that moment. I'll get into that soon. Alright. I will fix that, don't worry. Let's see. Age, I don't really give a shit, so I'm just gonna tell you. I am 28. Or am I 27? Not 28. My birthday October 15, and that's all you're gonna get. 27. No. I don't really need. Oh, wait. I do need this. My height 5'7", because I am a Charizard. I'm as tall as a regular ass Charizard. And my blood type is a positive. Let me just go ahead and shrink that down a little bit. Like that. Good to know. Congratulations on the new mod thing. Thank you. Now, the text is huge. Maybe I want to take the. I told you that this is semi-scripted. This is the semi part. And the reason why I bring up my blood type. Well, like how Usagi Tsukino introduced herself. Like, my name is Usagi Tsukino. My blood type is O, and I don't know how to work computers. I'm like the Sailor Princess Guardian Yo. It's been ages since I watched Sailor Moon. But, he. And now then. Vine Boom. Yeah, Vine Boom, exactly. Now then. To present y'all with a brief lore. Actually, I'm just gonna like hide it. It's gonna be a while. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Pretend you're not looking. I know this looks crappy. What a moment. Okay, here it is. You may open your open your eyes now, chat. It is hella scuffed, but here is here is here is the most lore you're gonna get from me. Do you want me to read it? Preem, preem. I'll take that as a yes. I'm your resident demon raccoon, as well as monarch of a very own hotel. I was raised in a dense forest by a large hellfire beast and was inherited his power once I was older. I arrived at a lovely urban fantasy town near the ocean called Nizanu, and I have lived there since. I'm getting eepy now. Good night, Arai. Good night, Mel. Thank you for stopping by. The rest of this debut will be available on YouTube VOD in VOD form, so don't worry. I found an old, rundown hotel by the town bridge one day, and with help of all my friends, the hotel is open for all to stay in. He. This is a lot more condensed than what I had than what I've established like off screen, but like in time I will like reveal bits and pieces of it as I go along. So bear with me. Now made a thumbnail for you, by the way. Ah, thank you. Alright. Now aside from being hotel matriarch, I also have some in-law occupations as well, such as, well, being hotel matriarch like I mentioned, but also bounty hunter, treasure hunter, adventurer, escort, and handler of odd jobs like item gathering, delivery, walking pets, waiting angry on the street, I realize I did not format this, but oh well. I'll just I'll just do this instead. Oh, ooh. Hold on, let me fix this. No, I can't fix it. Uh, this does not that that does not look right. You know, you can just also hit Shift Enter. Really? Let me see. Well, shit. Thank you for telling me to hit Shift Enter. If only I had like a little. It would be a lot more easier if I had like a little PowerPoint kind of thing. Actually, I got a better idea. Hold on. Give me just a sec here. Why is this small? There you go. Give me just a sec here. Okay, okay, I found it. Now then, give me a moment, and I'm going to wow you. I think that we could just, there you go. See, think of this. Think of this. Think of this as like what my buddy Jay called the AAA, aka Arai's Adventure Almanac. If it makes me sound like a narcissist, it was Jay's idea, not mine. Hmm. Ooh, congrats on the new mom. Thank you, Tarl. Thank you, Tommy. I'm sorry. I almost called you Tommy. No, I'm sorry. Both of you just have a letter T. No. Wait. Okay. No. But before I continue, I'm gonna ask. Would any of you be interested in like seeing what I have for powers, or do you want me to move on to likes or dislikes? You could do your likes. Okay, got one for likes. Powers and likes and dislikes are inverse. Okay, Jay's also saying like other thing. Anyone else? Powers. Okay, 2 for powers, 1 more for likes. 2 votes for power. Well, I guess, okay, I guess I'll just write down powers then. And then let me just, like, change it to the appropriate kind of, like, there we go. I'm not going to write down too much, so bear with me. Exclusive. I now I like get this to fit on. This is hella awkward. Absolute cinema, right? And other demon stuff. If I wish I knew, I wish there was a much easier way for this. But like my powers, explosive hellfire. Most some of you know me by that. You also know me for electricity. Uh, harsher dragon energy. I guess you'd call it like a pseudo Kaioken whenever I use it. And astral energy, which a bit more on like the technical like kind of side of using it. Like I'm still like thinking about like proper like applications for it, but happy. Amawa! Hey Yopsy, thank you for the rain. Looking fly, thank you. You're pretty fly too. I was just explaining my powers since that's what everybody was asking for apparently. It's a bit kind of hard to see, but there you go. I wish there was a much better way for me to like type everything out like this, but let's just deal with it. I like the new robes. Uh, robes. Am I wearing robes? I don't think I'm wearing robes. Update available. I do not want to update right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, back to what I was saying. You could have hosted a PowerPoint or scripted it before. I could have, yes. The thing is, I don't know how I can get PowerPoint on here. Like I know Sherry has like done this before. I should have done. I think it's supposed to be a dress shirt. Yep. I I am kind of like hoping to like. I don't have a reference sheet yet, but I will put out some sort of like. There will be a reference sheet of some kind. If not, I could like. If not, I can like I could like scrap it all together later. I don't know. But back to what I was saying. Afterburner MK2, my yo-yo is my weapon of choice because I love Bridget. Bridget's my main. I will die for Bridget if I have to. You're a derp. No, you're a derp. And also, most of you know me. Also, kind of like figured me for like the kicking type because yes, legs. My fighting style revolves around like a mix of like Taekwondo, the Rush style, Breaker style, and claws made from like pure energy. Any kind of energy, really. Even for climbing, which really helps for adventuring. Another demon stuff. Like you see these? These aren't just for anger. These are also for seeing stuff. Seeing the unseen. Especially seeing your mom. That was out of left field. My mom. I mean, your mom. Okay, and now this. Get out of your text. Uh, so the yo-yo and my little pet mascot, they're no longer related in terms of like lore wise, but like you can kind of get an idea what my yo-yo weapon looks like. You also have an idea what my pet little demon pig Puppleton is. Le pig. I love the pig. I love the pig so much. It wasn't intentional, but it does kind of look like he's wearing like little biker shorts. Even though it's like his skin. But I love pig. He can also like fly. He can also like fly a little with his little tail like a chopper. Has a really strong headbutt and bite. Also good for like helping with enemy staggering, rolling into a ball because yes, and fire spewing. Pew, 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 pew. And now you know. Now you know. Now you know. I don't want to rename. I want to remove. There you go. You nerd. I did what you thought I was gonna do. Hmm. Do I feel like typing everything else out again? Hold on, let me see something. Bet. That's what I'm gonna say. Bet. Alrighty then. And now, I'm gonna type out my likes first. Alright. Now for my likes. Here are my likes. Look at how annoyingly small it is. I like sweets. You know how much I love sweets. Horror, I also love horror too. Like especially like the psychological kind. Collecting plushies and anime figurines. I am not gonna crash. I'm not gonna crash. My willpower is too strong to crash, okay? Anyways, cute zipper hoodies. I love hoodies so much. Girls, like girls. I love Australian girls, British girls, German girls, Swiss girls. Any kind of girl really. Every kind of girl. Yes. Bugs. I also love bugs too. Like I know like I have some like friends. I have some friends who are like afraid of like bugs. Like even can't stand like spiders. Like, I like them. I vibe with them. Girls are peak. I agree. Yee. Yee. No for the boy. Okay. I did say that I was bi, but like to be kind of like a little tiny, just a bit honest here. Guy, boys kind of scare me a little. Like then what Wasi here is kind of like the exception because like gender fluid and also cute, very cute. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it's like growing up. I was under like the impression of like testosterone, like feel manly men, and like it was the kind of thing that I was supposed to like grow up to, and that is something that I didn't want to grow up to. And I'm just gonna like look. My point is my point is, oh, slash, you're not scary. You are also the exception, Slasher, because you are a dork and a twink. But my point is, I don't mind like guys. Like I have a bunch of like guy friends, but guys are like something I'm never. I'll I guys are something that I don't ever want to consider like dating, you know? They they damn nature you scary. I was like it because I got sick of being a beefy man, so I just tried being a boy failure. You know, we should coin that term. You've heard of girl failure, now we have boy failure. Hey, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Bugs. I love beetles, ants, spiders. Snails do not count as bugs, but I will count them as bugs either way. Slugs. I hate cockroaches. Cockroaches fucking disgust me. Cockroaches just die. Bees? Fuck hornets too. Hornets should also die. Grasshoppers! I love grasshoppers. They taste. I heard they taste like fried shrimp too. I also love like centipedes. Love those strange little noodles. Don't forget about the worm. Kind of neutral on maggots though. I'm kind of like neutral on flies too. Like the reason I'm neutral on flies is that they're annoying, yes, but they also like die in a day, so does it even matter? Mosquitoes should die, along with wasps and cockroaches. Beetles. I already mentioned beetles. I love beetles. I think out of all bugs, beetles are definitely my favorite kind of bug. Ticks. Fuck ticks. I had ticks before and it sucked. Let's see. Cute and funny animals like the seal, the stoat, the ferret. Basically, almost any cute animal you can think of. They're like strange or bizarre, but I love them all the same. Otters. I love otters so much. They're my favorite. I I I cried just like seeing like an otter video each time. Like, ah, why are you so cute? You know, coffee. That's a no-brainer. I also love sightseeing and exploring. Like when I was little, there's like this huge trash pit whenever I visited my cousins in the countryside, and I would like go down there each time just to see what I could find there. Of course, like the hole has been plugged up since then, so I'm a little bit sad, but oh well, at least I have the memories of it. Alright, now before I get into dislikes, I will be right back. One moment. Alright, I'm back. You know, it is kind of quiet. So, here's what I'm gonna do. If I can, like. Application audio capture. Hold on, I'm gonna do a thing. Give me a moment. Alright, let's see. Alright, let me know if this works. As long as it's free from copyright. Okay, can anyone hear it? Okay, if you heard it, then you can hear it now. Alright, worked! A little bit loud. Okay, how about this? This is good. Actually, it's a little bit too quiet. Alright, this is better. Hi Lucy! Thank you for dropping in. Alright, this should help things. This should help keep things being too silent. Is this copyrighted? It very well could be. Super cute model. Thank you. It very well could be copyrighted, but fuck it, we ball. I'm not even monetized. Now then, to my dislikes. I think this expression is appropriate for the kind of like dislikes I have. Alright. Cilantro. I don't like caramel. I am sorry. I just do not like caramel one bit. I mean, caramel can taste, can kind of taste good with the right kind of like ingredients and stuff, but like, I just can't stand a regular caramel. I'm sorry. Which is funny because I like taffy. Caramel is a big no-no for me. I also do not like eggplants. They can try their best to be a potato. They will never be a potato. Alcohol? Let's just say there's like, my family has like a bit of like alcoholism thing, so it's something I don't want to get into, so. Rom-coms. It may seem strange, but I will explain why. There are some exceptions to like rom-coms that I like A Hidden Sun is one of my favorite rom-coms. But like, well, most of the time, like, there's a rom-com, there's like, what's a rom-com? You know, romantic comedy. When it comes to like romantic comedy, boy meets girl, or boy meets boy, girl meets girl, whatever, or NB meets NB. Things are like happening finally, and then boom, unnecessary drama for absolutely no reason. Either that or just like, I can't believe I'm saying this. Either that or like a rom-com with just blue ball people. Rent a girlfriend. But again, it's not like a whole entire dislike that I have. Rom-coms are just like a bit of a disdain in my mouth, if that makes sense. So unless you could like actually do it good, like A Hidden Sun, no thanks. Although that said though, I have been wanting to watch that 100 Girlfriends anime, since I heard it's like really, really good. Isolation, I don't really show it that much, but like, I kind of hate being like alone, and I don't mean like just like being alone in like your room or in the living room. I mean like, if you were immortal, but like everybody around you is no longer there, or you're just like been abandoned and just being left out in like the streets or slums, and that's the kind of isolation that I kind of hate. So yeah, insanely hot, cold weather. I have shared my grievances on Blue Ski a bunch of times over this, but like, you know, and as someone who lives in like a much warmer place, I don't mind if it's like around like 70-ish, like 70-ish temperature is good enough. Maybe even 60. I prefer 62, around 62, but like anything like below or higher than that, I just cannot stand at all. Staying still, you've already caught on to like the staying still part. I'm just kind of like the kind of person who just cannot for the life of me stay still. Call it a hyperactivity kind of thing, but like, even it's like bedtime, I'm just like seeking something to like occupy my mind or something, or like something that my fingers just like needs to grab hold of. You know? It was like 3 degrees here a few weeks ago. Okay. And now then, here's the most fun part. Wait, why is it vertical now? There you go. Here are the kind of anime I like. I like fantasy. I like supernatural. I really do adore like supernatural kind of like anime, like especially like yokai. I've grown to like and find awesome a lot over the years. Pretty good shit. Hi Pookie, welcome to just a regular night or day of chatting. I was just getting into like my taste in anime right now. Sci-fi, slice of life. Also love slice of life. Adventure. Adventures are the best. I should know. I'm an adventurer. Isekai. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a bit of a isekai junkie myself. But like, okay, think about it. It's like how in almost every like Silent Hill game, it usually features like somebody who was an ordinary person, but been able to like pull off like great feats. Like, you know, you got like a writer. We had like a writer, a trucker, a regular high schooler, some dude. What else? Another dude who was just trapped in an apartment. Someone who was in jail. We do not count Homecoming. Homecoming should stay dead. But I'm getting off track here. I think my favorite kind of like isekai are the kind of like when you have like one person. You have like a person who only has like who isn't like insanely broken. It only has like one ability to work with. Like it always makes me curious to see just how far that person is willing to take it. And I will get into my favorite kind of isekai soon, but like, that's kind of like my stance on like isekai. I don't mind if it's like if the pro tag is like broken, like especially if it's like done right or done consistently. Instead of like, oh, Herp Derp wins. Herp Derp always wins. It's kind of boring. Like give the pro tag a struggle or two. Also, can't forget about Yuri. The Yuri. Alright, and now for my notable kind of favorites. Notable faves. Actually, hold on, let me start over. a lot more that I want to like include, but for the sake of it, here's my list of like my personal faves, especially like recent faves. So some of you may be familiar with, some you may not be. A lot. You should know that I have a list of like a lot. But yeah. Machikara Masaku, otherwise known as Demon Girl Next Door. My favorite cute demon ex-magical girl Yuri kind of anime. Kimono Friends. Timeless classic. Don't. There is no season 2. There is no season 2 of Kimono Friends. Food for the Soul. I really fucking love a lot. It is adorable. It is cozy. Food is great. Magical Revolution, also really great Yuri and fantasy anime. Highly underrated. I really do recommend. 16-bit Sensation, also underrated as well. Got like this otaku girl traveling through like different time periods of Japan's Akiba district. I remember like my friends Jay and Blani coming together to like discuss and like theorize on what might happen next. It is really good. My favorite part too, and to like spoil it a little, I'm also kind of glad that there is no romantic subplot to it, cause like it just wouldn't make sense for it to have a romantic subplot, and I'm kind of glad that it didn't go down that route. Reborn and Master Blade, more like action schlock, the good kind of action schlock. I've already like mentioned before, like protagonist is broken, protagonist always wins, but like this is kind of the fun kind of like protagonist always wins, but at the same time it's also like it knows how to like use the protagonist's power. It knows how to like gauge them, and then it gives the protagonist struggles to work with. If we must agree on something, PC98 solves all problems. Agreed. Joshin-chan Dropkick, that one I kind of have like a slight attachment to, because like I was sick before the New Year's a couple of years ago, and like I couldn't do anything in bed, but I'd stay in bed, so this show appeared when I was scrolling through like the telly, binged through all the seasons. I just can't help but have a bit of an attachment to it. The first 2 seasons are kind of like gory, but like once you get past the gore factor, it is pretty funny. I also love the character designs too. Symphogear, absolute cinema. Enough said. Fucking love Symphogear. Maria, my beloved. Death! That's Kiriko. Squirt Girl, timeless classic. I would have included another timeless classic. Puniru-chan. Listen, if Puniru-chan, when like a horror kind of aspect to it, I would have like jived with it more. DIY or do-it-yourself, another underrated slice of life anime. Also really recommend too, because it got like these great characters as well. Apocalypse Hotel, that was my most favorite, and also like the inspiration behind some of the lore that I had written down too. If you haven't seen Apocalypse Hotel, I highly recommend you do so. You won't regret it. Princess Connect Redai or Precone. I am still like saddened that the gacha is just like shut down, because like weh. But at least you still have like the anime to go off of. It is like the Konosuba antithesis. I guess you could call it the Konosuba antithesis, which is funny because it does like feature some of the same voice actors from Konosuba in it. It's also cute too, and I love the character designs as well. Episode 11, Apocalypse Hotel, is a peak anime, but it is really, really peak. I will forever have a grudge against Crunchyroll for how they did the mobile game. Anime is a banger though. Really? Yee! Of course, love Konosuba. Of course, I got Original Love Life, Love Life Sunshine, and Yohane the Parhelion. Sorry. I won't get into this story tonight, but like, Love Life was kind of there for me when I was severely depressed in high school. It's like opened up all these like pretty colors and pretty lights. I think also like influenced part of how I became me. Yohane the Parhelion, I've heard some people didn't like apparently. I'm like, I mean, I guess you might be some lost. You might be a bit lost if you haven't seen like Sunshine about some things, but like, it is the kind of like show designed for like people who just want like a pretty decent fantasy anime, but it's also for like Love Life veterans. Also, Blaze in the Deep Blue is a fun game that I should stream one of these days. Demon Lord, and finally, for right now, Demon Lord 2099. This is kind of like one of those short but sweet kind of things, because like, Demon Lord 2099 is like fucking awesome. Because you got like, this Demon Lord dude, right? He wakes up in like the far distant future. I just love how how the anime handles him. Like, he starts off like not as powerful as he once was before, and he ended up getting jobbed in the beginning, but like, he accumulated his powers through like basically what I'm doing. the second half of it also gets like really awesome too. Like, it is the kind of show worth watching through. I mean, I really hope we're getting a second season. If you're listening to this, give us a second season, please. I need it in my life. What time is it right now? 6:41. Okay, I gotta move this along now. Games. Hold on. Give me a moment. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so my favorite kinds of games, of course. You got my favorite kind of games: adventure, Metroidvania, old school survival horror. I'm kind of mixed on like Silent Hill F because like on one hand, I do love like the whole overall presentation and like the whole like weirdness it's going for, but I just I just do not like how actiony it feels with the announcement of the newer Silent Hill coming soon. Like it's also going actiony and I kind of hate it. Survival horror should be like, you know, actually surviving. It's like why I really like the first game, because you just feel like you're just struggling. You're just like struggling to like survive in like a strange, bizarre place, you know, with like nothing but limited resources. I guess like my exceptions. I guess like my exceptions are like Resident Evil 4, but then again, like Resident Evil 4 is like the goated kind of game, and also the Evil Within games. I kind of like the first game more. And you could also argue that the Evil Within also falls into like actiony stuff, but like in all fairness, with like the Evil Within, especially the second game, you do have options though. Like it isn't your option. Your only option isn't just like just gotta go fight, pow pow pow. You do have you have the option to hide. You have the option to run. You have the option to just not waste any resources. And both games do a good job at like balancing those kinds of things out. I just hope like either the first game or the second game gets released on Switch 2, which is like, you know, asking for a bit much. But wait. Point and click, horror, RPG Maker, especially RPG Maker horror games. My favorite being The Witch's House and Misao. I have another RPG Maker horror game that I do want to stream in the future, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Action RPG. I'm excited to play Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Beat 'em up hack and slash. Like, I really like the Yakuza games. I am kind of looking to get to playing the original Yakuza 3, but that'll take a while until I can like actually figure out a way to get to it. Rhythm, you're looking at a Project Diva F2 Pro right here. And indie games. Gotta love the indies, you know? You know, I could just like type it all out, but for the sake of it, I'm just gonna like say my favorites right here. I already mentioned Project Diva F2, Yakuza, and Resident Evil 4, but I also love Kirby. Love the little fella. Especially like Air Riders. Air Riders has been like especially like really addictive lately. I've been draving with it a lot. Pokemon! I know, like, these days it's more like a battle of like ketchup versus mustard essentially. They're like, even with its ups and downs, it is a series that I've like grown fondly with. I just can't like seem to like hold on. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna change the music. We don't need this dinky. I thought the extended music ran out. Nah. Actually, no. I got a good music. Hold on. This ought to give somebody psychic damage. Yakuza 3 is my third favorite on Yakuza series. My personal favorite is Yakuza Kiwami. It's because I already like the original Yakuza. But, yeah. What was I saying? But yeah. And Under Lilies is my favorite Metroidvania. And Magnolia, which I still need to finish. Guilty Gear Strive. I should probably do more like Ignite Fridays more. Rayman 3! I bet you didn't expect Rayman 3 to be a favorite of mine. I just really like its gameplay and its platforming. That's another game I plan to stream someday. Plants vs. Zombies, can't go wrong with that, except for the replanted version. Fuck the replanted version. Curse Crackers, absolute peak. Crash 2, the game I'm mostly familiar with, and also able to get like 100%. Donkey Kong Bonanza, really good game. I cannot stress enough how good it is. Mario Brothers 2, 3, Mario World, because like, you know, ROM hacks. Galaxy 2, Odyssey, and Wonder. Unfortunately, as like a Wonder fan, I do have to get like the upgraded Switch 2 version because, oh yes, Etrian Odyssey. I fucking love Etrian Odyssey, especially like Untold and 5. They did end up re-releasing the older Etrian Odyssey games on Steam, but like, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't feel the same. Mortal Kombat Armageddon, but mostly for its like conquest mode. It is exhilarating to just like pulp and mash enemies to like grind meat. It's really awesome. Feels better to play EO on a handle. Yeah, exactly. You get me. Sonic Adventure 1. I have a bunch of like favorites, but like Sonic Adventure 1 resonated with me the most. Even if it didn't age as much, even if it didn't age good, I still really like it. Unless you're fighting Kita. We do not talk about Tanya. We do not talk about Tanya. Monster Hunter Rise. I do want to play Wilds one day because I really liked Rise. And I've heard they're making plans to port Wilds to Switch 2. Infamous 2! Another... Sucker Punch, if you're listening to this, please. Please re-release Infamous and Infamous 2 to PC. Do it, and my life is yours. Or at least, like... or at least somebody do like a decomp of it. Like, you know, like with Sonic Unleashed. Okay. Let's see. Your life is your wife's. Okay. Since you're kind of like stumped for time, I'll give y'all options. 3 options. Do you want me to cover my favorite music or my favorite books and manga? Manga? Okay, one for manga. Jay says music. Actually, I'm gonna change this too because it's like giving me dread. The song is giving me dread, believe it or not. How about this? How about this? Play Piranha Plants on Parade. Say music by pop, no pop, let's see if anyone pilot. And you'd be correct! Okay, I'm just gonna get to like music taste, then I'll be kind of brief with like my taste in music. I say kinda, but watch me as I type in a paragraph or two. Doesn't really matter. Okay, here's my taste in music. You got like, I'm admittedly a bit of a weeb, but like, I love C-pop, J-pop, J-rock, rock and pop in general, really. 8-bit video game music, notably like 8-bit and 16-bit music, Tokyo Brass, which I guess kind of falls in like a type of jazz as well. Spanish flamenco, the Brazilian samba, reggae, who can go wrong with reggae, hip-hop, and Vocaloid. Because yes, and here are my notable favorites, which will further emphasize the weeb comment. Let's see. Bandmade, Myth and Roid, Flavor Foley. Love their music so much. Like especially like spoken for Static, and their recent one. What was it called again? It was called Ego Something Boy. That one is like my new favorite banger. Aisha, who you probably heard of through Guilty Gear Strive. Claudice, if you don't know who Claudice is, she's known for like you know. Koji no Kento. Zen probably heard his name like Ayara-kande, you know. Ado. I do really love Ado, but I also really love Aokito. She's one of my favorite Utaite? I think that's how you call it. But yeah. Aokito is like slept on so much, and people should like listen to her covers some more. Her covers more. I'm gonna get some sleep, so I'll see you later. Like your model. Thank you, Lurfer. See ya. Nona dreams, you know, for like love together, reach it on the floor, you know? Asaka, drink water. I have water. Thank you, Nya. Kelmiko. I really love really love Kelmiko's music. Not music. The energy that Kelmiko has with their music. Jimmy Page, another favorite vocally composer of mine. And here are the out-of-pocket ones. Frank, I also love Frank Sinatra, Green Day, Rocio Ducal, my favorite Spanish singer, and of course, somewhere Sherry's having a stroke after hearing music. I love Green Day's music so much. American idiot. Of course, I know like people usually say, "Oh, my favorite singer from Hololive is we say my favorite singer is Mori Calliope." Personally, my favorite is Muna Hoshinova singing. Like, the raw elegance and power she has with her singing. Like, she just absolutely, like, brings you down to your knees. Like, when she sings, she wants you to know that you're in her presence. And it feels like it so much. That's my taste in, like, music. Let me just change this. Come on, work. Come on. Work, music player. There you go. I don't feel like typing this next part out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like read it off of here. Here's my favorite book and manga favorites. There's no particular order, so here we go. Alice in Wonderland, Devil's Candy, Elma's Office Lady Diaries, Futari Escape, not Futanari Escape, Futari Escape, just to clarify. Reincarnated as a Sword. I really want to watch the anime, but I think I'm like mostly caught up with the manga. Like, all the issues I have covered pretty much the first season. We did not have to. We heard you. I know, but like, I just had to like make the distinction either way. Let's see. Of Mice and Men, Sergawan the Green. Really, my favorite of the Arthurian legend. I have the complete Grimm fairy tales. I have like actually the whole complete Grimm fairy tales in my bookshelf. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I mean, people mostly like think of like the movie, but like I'm attached to the original book. Like, I do kind of like the message of like self-sufficiency. You can't like really expect things to just like fall out of the sky, otherwise you will be killed by like the 50-foot meatball or something. I keep forgetting it was a... You know, people forget that most things were a book before. Like Shrek, Over the Hedge, the bad guys. But, hey, I also just really love like the visuals in the book too. It, it's kind of like like I remember when I got so hungry after finishing the book, I just like bit into the book. And and they, and they just took it away from me back in elementary school. I still wonder if that book still has teeth marks. You heard me. You heard me, Zen. And of course, two of these are from Rule Doll. Fantastic Mr. Fox and the Magic Finger. These two stuck out to me. Resonated with me the most. I don't know why, but they do. I see y'all are freaking out over me biting into a book. I'm just gonna continue glossing over it because it's funny. Paris Milton's Paradise Lost. I'm very sure it's Paris Milton who wrote Paradise Lost, but like, I do like the idea of like Satan being as like the tragic hero kind of thing, and we can't have a heaven if there's no hell. You know, interesting concepts like that. Of course, who can forget Virginia? I said Paris Milton, not Paris Hilton. Of course, who can forget Virginia Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway? I do like the stream of consciousness kind of concept that it had, where the book's whole story basically takes place within one single day, but it just feels like a bunch of time has passed. Also, Virginia Woolf and her husband like bisexual as fuck, and that's great. Moving on. I guess I could just write down little facts about me. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. I could be wrong. Okay, some of this is cut off. Portuguese. Okay. Also spare image sounds. I did. All right. I am a proud trans woman. I realized that I was trans near the end of 2023. I think it was 2023. Yeah. When I was in like a long car ride, and like for some reason like everything was just like flooding all over my body and like centralized everything to like one big epiphany. I'm like, yeah, this is me. This is who I am. This is my life. Wait. Okay, that's for the cut-off text I will read to you. I am quarter Filipino, quarter African, and quarter Portuguese, which makes me $1 according to Jay. I am primarily Mexican, though I speak Spanish when it feels most necessary. Like, for example, it's not like I can speak Spanish at will. Like, if you were to like leave me in like Tijuana or like Acapulco for like a whole week, for example, then yeah, I will mostly be speaking Spanish there because that's what it feels most necessary for me to do. It sounds kind of weird, I know, but like that's how like my mind usually is like. I own about 3 different versions of Corpse Party. Do you want to mention? I'm here. Thank you for stopping by. I own 3 different versions of Corpse Party: Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo Switch, and on PC. I think I own like a 4th version, but I don't remember. I 100%ed Kirby Squeak Squad 3 times out of boredom. I ought to show you a screenshot of that one day. If I can find like a proper DS for that, that is. I am afraid of heights and broken glass. Heights scare me ever since like Final Destination 3. Broken glass. I don't want to talk about it. I do not want to talk about broken glass. I've been talking a bunch, have I? What else? I am autistic. I don't usually bring this up as much because I just don't feel it's like worth bringing up, but like I was diagnosed with autism at like an early age, and you know, I do like math is like one thing I do like struggle with the most. Like no matter how many times I like drill it into me, I just hate math so much. But like, you might also be shocked to hear that I am kind of like hypersensitive to like sounds too. Like, let's say if a fire truck if like an ambulance or a fire truck come, they just like shut down completely. It just leaves me feeling like scrambled, and I just don't know what to do. That kind of like stuff. But yeah, I just thought it was like worth bringing up for this kind of occasion, and I just want to like be myself. I may have autism, but I'm not gonna let that stop me from like living the kind of life I want and being the kind of person that I am. It's just like a little quirk that I was just born with, you know? I was born with, not just scrap the just. We are all born with like something that makes us unique and in your regard. You're your own winner. Your own trooper. Your own superstar, you know? And now, for tonal whiplash time, I was prone to danger as a kid. Like, I nearly got run over, I nearly choked from drinking dish soap, though that was a prank that my sister pulled on me. What else? I also nearly choked again, eating, like, marshmallow fluff. I nearly drowned as well. What else? I also got, like... I also had, like, glass pierced into my hand, and there's, like, still a big scar on it. Which also, like... Well, there you go. Broken glass lore. I could go on and on about it, but I'm not going to. And, I'm a good luck charm, apparently. You just have me in, like, the same kind of room, basically. And suddenly, that one SSR you've been trying to pull for, you just get. Because... Derp! You were that Ralph Wiggum meme as a kid, pretty much, basically. Okay, we are almost at the end here. Just got, like, one more page, really. I'll take you to a casino with me. Unfortunately, casinos, I do not work with... Unfortunately, casinos do not work with me. They just don't. I'm just gonna, like... I'm just gonna change the music. Much like it. What about Crane Games? Expect me to win at every Crane game. Let's just leave it at that. Alright. Now... here's an interesting list that I put together. I have a bunch of inspiration. Again, in no particular order. Here are my inspirations for why I got into streaming in the first place. In no particular order, my inspirations for getting to streaming. Based on plan. Yeah, you're on the list, Shubu. Like, literally, like, Shubu just like when she used to stream, and I like questioned if I should stream or not, and she's like, "Zenevol." And after a while, I am. Bonnie Plays is like also a big inspiration, like especially like the Ding Dong and Julian era of it, which would also explain my sense of humor. Where my sense of humor comes from, basically. Zenevol. Mocha Lebiskind, who is still kind of active to this day. She's kind of like my reason for wanting to like play retro games, because she likes to play a bunch of retro games too. I used to be like in her server, and I just like, you know, some of these days I feel like I got left on like the wrong kind of foot, and I just felt like she was like upset at me because I just didn't like know how to like interact properly back then. So like I know she's not gonna like hear this when I say this, but I'm just gonna say I'm sorry. And if some miracle like this does end up reaching you, then I kind of hope we can be friends again, or just at least like chat, you know. Mint Phantom, another one who's currently active. You also know as like you also know as like a member of densetsu.exe. I've been like watching Mint a lot ever since she like first appeared on the internet, just like me. She's just like cozy, but also like chaotic at the same time. I also just really like her like whimsy, go-getter attitude, and I'm just happy to like see her floating around again, in a literal and figurative sense. Do I even need to explain why Manly Badass Hero was an influence? I could tell you all about it, but you know, I feel like I would put my soul in a trash can if I did. I did not know I was going with that. He's the reason why I know a bunch of like obscure horror games or like RPG Maker horror games. He's still active to this day as well. Most of like what you see are active, like Kamiko Kana, who's just Kana, except for Game Club Project and Insomnia. I'm not even sure if you can call a Game Club Project like a VTuber group per se, but like I really enjoy like watching their content, even though I didn't like understand most of what was going on half of the time, but it's not a blast. I'm also aware of like the controversies that they got into too, like different people replacing them and such. And it is kind of suck how it ended up dissolving. But oh well. Insomnia. Also watched a bunch of like their streams a lot back then on Twitch. But back when Twitch gave you the option to just type text from the TV, you know? My fondest memory of like Insomnia was just staying up till the crack of dawn just to watch them finish the Danganronpa 1. And then all of a sudden they're just gone. I do wonder how the chief is doing, or if they're still even around. 7:25. Okay. am running out of talking energy. So I'm just gonna like finish this off with like a huge special thanks and special mentions. So bear with me here. Actually, I'm just gonna put on the appropriate music for this. Okay. Y'all ready for the huge shout out? I'm surprised you laughed for this long. I'm surprised too. Alright, here we go. headphone. the fucking things got cut off. There's a lot of people. A bunch of shoutouts. Okay, I'm going to like, because all of it is cut off, I'm just gonna like read everything, just to cap everything off, because all of you are watching this, especially like the people that I've met, that I've met in my life, talked to in my life. I've known like the great pleasure to have met and grown along with, and I hope we all get to like continue to stay together. And, you know, just vibe together. Special thanks, shoutouts, and mentions to the following: Shuri, JJ, Zenevol, Hawkmage, Perichu, Takashi Air, Lumina VT, Mary Page, Flora Memory, Raven and Sakura City Meyer, Shadow, Shiho, Orchid Memoria, Slasher, Vicky Sanctus, VT Tommy, Taros the 14th, Explosion Ortenia, Mellow Lemon Flavor, Lechan, Miyako, Julietta VTuber, Tyrant Reese, Erika, Considere. Actually, I can just read it right here. Ruby Masaria, Luna Gazer, Lucy Finality, Apollon Blanc Matoria, Ghost Agron, Mir Hill, Moira and Xander, Yapalonzo, mikaartistik, and Tokino K. You're all beautiful. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for putting up with like a dork like me. Yeah, I'm really grateful, and I really appreciate all of you like sticking by for as long as you could. Just sticking by and sticking around for like this redebut stream. I know it's like not one of like the. I know it's not like something like high quality or like high budget and all, but like I think I do. I think I have like done what I need to do, and just like, you know, actually debuted as like a PNGTuber streamer, and for that I feel satisfied. I feel content, honestly. I've done this. Thank you for the awesome. Just get rid of this now. I should also probably get rid of this too. Sunset. Nice. Well, this has been my redebut stream. Once again, thank you all for joining me and stopping by. And I hope to see y'all on the flip side. So until then, sayonara!